हेलो फ्रेंड्स वेलकम बैक टू द चैनल। आज वीडियो रे आमे कोर 3 रो आउ किछि क्वेश्चन आंसर डिस्कशन करिबा। आमे ऑलरेडी बहुत गुडा क्वेश्चन कोर 3 रो डिस्कशन करिथिले माने 60 टा क्वेश्चन डिस्कशन करि सारचंती। तो आज तापर 61 नंबर क्वेश्चन थारो स्टार्ट करिबा। तो चलंतु स्टार्ट करिबा आज वीडियो। 61 number question होची what is the best definition of intelligence? Option अछि the ability to memorize information, the ability to learn, reason, solve problems and adapt to new situations, the number of facts a person knows, the ability to perform physical tasks efficiently. Our answer of option number B, the ability to learn, reason, solve problems and adapt to new situations. Intelligence is a broad cognitive ability that includes learning, problem solving, reasoning, and adaptability. It is not limited to memorization or knowledge of facts. तापर 62 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा which of the following best describes the nature of intelligence. Option अछि it is a fixed trait that cannot change. It is influenced by both genetics and environment. It only refers to academic ability. It is the same for all individuals. Our answer of option number B, it is influenced by both genetics and environment. Intelligence is shaped by both genetic factor जोटा को हेरिडिटी बोली कहा जाए एंड एनवायरमेंटल इन्फ्लुएंसेस. एनवायरमेंटल इन्फ्लुएंस रे कोउडा जाउची ना एजुकेशन, एक्सपीरियंसेस, कल्चर. इट इज नॉट फिक्स्ड एंड कैन डेवलप ओवर टाइम. तापर 63 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा अकॉर्डिंग टू हार्वर्ड गार्डनर इंटेलिजेंस इज ऑप्शन है a single ability measured by IQ test, a combination of emotional and logical thinking, a set of multiple intelligences such as linguistic, logical and musical intelligence only related to problem solving skills. Our answer of option number C, a set of multiple intelligence such as linguistic, logical and musical intelligence. Gardner's theory of multiple intelligence suggests that intelligence is not a single ability but consists of different types including linguistic, logical, mathematical, spatial, musical, bodily kinesthetic, interpersonal, intrapersonal and naturalistic intelligence. तापर 64 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा what is the main focus of emotional intelligence. Option है solving mathematical problems, understanding and managing one's own and others emotions, memorizing facts, performing well in IQ test. Our answer of option number B, understanding and managing one's own and others emotions. आर एक्सप्लेनेशन कौन अच्छी देखिबा इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस इंट्रोड्यूस्ड बाय डैनियल गोलमैन refers to the ability to recognize, understand and regulate emotions in oneself and others. It plays a key role in social interaction and decision making. ये जो इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस आरो याको इंट्रोड्यूस किए करथिले ना डैनियल गोलमैन. तापर 65 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा व्हाट डज द कांसेप्ट ऑफ फ्लूइड इंटेलिजेंस रेफर टू. ऑप्शन है नॉलेज गेन्ड थ्रू एक्सपीरियंस, the ability to think abstractly and solve new problems without prior knowledge, the ability to recall past events, intelligence that does not change over time. Our answer of option number B, the ability to think abstractly and solve new problems without prior knowledge. Fluid intelligence as described by Raymond Catley involves reasoning, problem solving and adaptability in new situations. It differs from crystallized intelligence which is based on accumulated knowledge and experience. तापरे 66 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा who proposed the theory of multiple intelligence. ऑप्शन अछि जीन पियाजेट, हार्वर्ड गार्डनर, बीएफ स्किनर, अल्फ्रेड बिनेट. Our answer of option number B, Howard Gardner. Howard Gardner, a psychologist, introduced the theory of multiple intelligence in 1983. He proposed that intelligence is not a single ability but consists of multiple types. तापर देखिबा 67 नंबर क्वेश्चन अकॉर्डिंग टू गार्डनर हाउ मेनी टाइप्स ऑफ इंटेलिजेंस आर देयर इन हिज ओरिजिनल थ्योरी. ऑप्शन है 5, 7, 8, 9. आर आंसर अब ऑप्शन नंबर C, 8. Explanation ने देखिबा गार्डनर ओरिजिनली proposed 8 intelligence like linguistic, logical, mathematical, spatial, musical, bodily kinesthetic, interpersonal, intrapersonal and naturalistic. Later he considered adding a ninth जोड़ा होची existential intelligence. तापर देखिबा 68 नंबर क्वेश्चन which type of intelligence is associated with reading, writing and storytelling skills. Our answer option है logical mathematical intelligence, linguistic intelligence, spatial intelligence, naturalistic intelligence. Our answer of option number B, linguistic intelligence. Linguistic intelligence refers to the ability to use language effectively for communication including reading, writing and storytelling. तापर 69 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा ए साइंटिस्ट और मैथमेटिशियन इज लाइकली टू हैव हाई डैश इंटेलिजेंस. ऑप्शन अछि म्यूजिकल, लॉजिकल, मैथमेटिकल, इंटरपर्सनल, बॉडीली काइनेस्थेटिक. आर आंसर है ऑप्शन नंबर बी लॉजिकल मैथमेटिकल. गोटे मैथमेटिशियन को आ कोन दरकार हबो लॉजिकल मैथमेटिकल ही दरकार हबो ना. तो आर एक्सप्लेनेशन को अछि देखिबा लॉजिकल मैथमेटिकल इंटेलिजेंस इन्वॉल्व्स strong analytical problem solving and reasoning abilities. It is common in scientists, mathematicians and engineers. तापर 70 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा what type of intelligence is demonstrated by artists and architects who visualize spatial relationship. ऑप्शन अछि interpersonal intelligence, intrapersonal intelligence, spatial intelligence, musical intelligence. Our answer of option number C, spatial intelligence. Spatial intelligence involves the ability to visualize, manipulate and mentally rotate objects. It is common in artists, designer and architects. तापर 71 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा ए म्यूजिशियन who can easily recognize and create rhythms and melodies has high dash intelligence. Option है logical, mathematical, naturalistic, musical, intrapersonal. Our answer of option number C, musical. Musical intelligence is the ability to recognize sound patterns, rhymes and rhythms and tones as well as compose and perform music. तापर 72 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा which type of intelligence is related to physical movement, coordination and hands on activities. ऑप्शन है spatial intelligence, bodily kinesthetic intelligence, linguistic intelligence, logical mathematical intelligence. Our answer of option number B, bodily kinesthetic intelligence. Bodily kinesthetic intelligence refers to use the body effectively to express emotions, perform tasks or create things. It is common in athletes, dancer and surgeons. तापर 73 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा ए टीचर, therapist or counselor likely has high dash intelligence. ऑप्शन अछि interpersonal, intrapersonal, naturalistic, musical. Our answer of option number A, interpersonal. Interpersonal intelligence involves understanding and interacting effectively with others. It is essential for careers that require communication, leadership and teamwork. तापर 74 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा what is the primary difference between interpersonal and intrapersonal intelligence. ऑप्शन अछि interpersonal is about understanding others, intrapersonal is about self awareness, interpersonal is about physical skill, intrapersonal is about logic. Interpersonal focuses on music, intrapersonal focuses on language. There is no difference. Our answer of option number A, interpersonal is about understanding others, intrapersonal is about self-awareness. Interpersonal intelligence involves social skills and empathy, while intrapersonal intelligence is about self-awareness, personal reflection and understanding one's emotion. तापर 75 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा which intelligence is related to an understanding of nature, plants and animals. ऑप्शन है naturalistic intelligence, linguistic intelligence, spatial intelligence, logical mathematical intelligence. Our answer of option number A, naturalistic intelligence. Naturalistic intelligence refers to the ability to identify, classify and work with nature, plants and animals. It is strong in biologists, farmers and environmentalists. तापर 76 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा what does the unifactor theory of intelligence suggest. ऑप्शन है intelligence consists of multiple independent abilities, intelligence is a single general ability, intelligence is influenced only by genetics, intelligence cannot be measured. Our answer of option number B, intelligence is a single general ability. The unifactor theory, also called the single factor theory, suggested that intelligence is a single fixed ability that determines all cognitive functions. This view has been criticized for oversimplifying intelligence. तापरे 77 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा, हु प्रपोज द टू फैक्टर थ्योरी ऑफ इंटेलिजेंस. ऑप्शन अछि अल्फ्रेड बिनेट, चार्ल्स स्पीयरमैन, हार्वर्ड गार्डनर, थॉर्नस्टन. आर आंसर ऑफ ऑप्शन नंबर बी, चार्ल्स स्पीयरमैन. Spearman proposed the two-factor theory which divides intelligence into a general factor जोड़ा G factor बोली कहा जाए and specific abilities जोड़ा S factor बोली कहा जाए that apply to particular tasks. तापर देखिए 78 नंबर क्वेश्चन, what is the G factor in Spearman's two-factor theory? Our option is general intelligence that influences all cognitive tasks, intelligence related only to mathematics, intelligence that develops in early childhood, the ability to learn new languages. Our answer above option number A, general intelligence that influences all cognitive tasks. The G factor represents overall mental ability which affects performance in different cognitive tasks. According to Spearman, people with high excel in many areas. तापर देखिबा 79 नंबर क्वेश्चन, what does the S factor in the two factor theory represent? Option is a single measure of intelligence, specific abilities related to particular tasks, social skills and communication abilities, the influence of environment of intelligence. Our answer of option number B, specific abilities related to particular tasks. The S factor represents specialized skill such as musical ability, mathematical reasoning or verbal fluency. These abilities are independent but influenced by the G factor. तापर देखिबा 80 नंबर क्वेश्चन, which of the following is not an assumption of the two-factor theory? Option is intelligence has a general component, intelligence include task-specific abilities, intelligence is entirely inherited, performance in any task depends on both G and S factors. Our answer of option number C, intelligence is entirely inherited. Spearman's two-factor theory acknowledges both general intelligence and specific abilities but does not claim that intelligence is purely genetic. Environmental factors also play a role. तापरे 81 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा, which psychologist developed the multi-factor theory of intelligence? एटा फास्ट वे देखिथिले. ऑप्शन अछि एडवर्ड थॉर्नडाइक, ऑप्शन बी रे अछि चार्ल्स स्पीयरमैन, ऑप्शन सी रे अछि जीन पियाजेट, ऑप्शन डी रे अछि अल्फ्रेड बिनेट. Our answer of option number A, Edward Thorndike. Thorndike proposed the multi-factor theory, arguing that intelligence is made of multiple independent abilities rather than a single factor. तापर 82 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा, according to the multi-factor theory, intelligence is option is a single measurable ability composed of independent abilities with no central factor, divided into only two components, not influenced by experience. Our answer of option number B, composed of independent abilities with no central factor. Thorndike rejected the idea of a G factor and suggested that intelligence is a combination of multiple abilities such as mechanical, social and abstract intelligence. तापर 83 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा, which of the following best describes Thorndike's classification of intelligence? Option is verbal, mathematical and logical intelligence, analytical, creative and practical intelligence, mechanical, social and abstract intelligence, linguistic, musical and spatial intelligence. Our answer of option number C, mechanical, social and abstract intelligence. Thorndike identified three types of intelligence. गोटे होची mechanical intelligence जोटा कि understanding and working with machines or tools. ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଅଛି social intelligence जोटा understand and interact with people. तापर ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଅଛି abstract intelligence जोटा कि solving theoretical problems and reasoning. तापर 84 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा, what is a key criticism of the multi-factor theory? आर ऑप्शन अछि it overemphasizes general intelligence. It does not recognize the role of genetics. It lacks empirical support and clear classification of abilities. It ignores the role of environment in intelligence. Our answer of option number C. It lacks empirical support and clear classification of abilities. Critics argue that the multi-factor theory lacks a structured way to measure intelligence and does not clearly define how different abilities interact. तापर देखिए 85 नंबर क्वेश्चन, हाउ डू द टू फैक्टर एंड मल्टी फैक्टर theories differs. Option A, the two factor theory suggests intelligence has two components while the multi-factor theory sees intelligence as independent abilities. Option B, the two factor theory supports independent intelligence while the multi-factor theory supports a single factor. Option C, the two factor theory was proposed by Thorndike while the multi-factor theory was proposed by Spearman's. Option D, there is no difference between the two theories. Our answer of option number A, the two-factor theory suggests intelligence has two components while the multi-factor theory sees intelligence as independent abilities. Spearman's two-factor theory describes intelligence as a combination of general intelligence by G factor and specific abilities जोटा कि S factor, while Thorndike's multi-factor theory states that intelligence consists of multiple independent abilities without a general factor. तापर देखिए 86 नंबर क्वेश्चन, व्हाट इज द प्राइमरी पर्पज ऑफ इंटेलिजेंस टेस्टिंग. ऑप्शन अच्छे टू मेजर ए पर्सन्स नॉलेज ऑफ ए स्पेसिफिक सब्जेक्ट. ऑप्शन बी अच्छे टू इवैल्यूएट कॉग्निटिव एबिलिटीज सच एज रीजनिंग, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग एंड मेमोरी, टू डिटरमाइन पर्सनालिटी ट्रेट्स, टू असेस फिजिकल स्ट्रेंथ. आर आंसर ऑफ ऑप्शन नंबर बी, टू इवैल्यूएट कॉग्निटिव एबिलिटीज सच एज रीजनिंग, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग एंड मेमोरी. Intelligence tests are designed to measure an individual's mental abilities, including reasoning, problem solving, memory, and learning capacity, rather than specific subject knowledge or personality traits. तापर 87 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा, which intelligence test is widely used to measure intelligence in adults. आर ऑप्शन अच्छी स्टैनफोर्ड बिनेट इंटेलिजेंस टेस्ट, वेल्सलर adult intelligence test, Binet Simon scale, Thornston's primary mental ability test. Our answer of option number B, Wessler's adult intelligence scales. The Wessler adult intelligence scale developed by David Wessler is one of the most widely used intelligence tests for adults. It accesses different cognitive abilities such as verbal comprehension, working memory, and processing speed. तापर 88 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा, व्हाट डज द इंटेलिजेंस क्वोशिएंट रिप्रेजेंट. ऑप्शन अच्छे द अमाउंट ऑफ नॉलेज ऑफ ए पर्सन हैज, द रेशियो ऑफ मेंटल एज टू क्रोनोलॉजिकल एज मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 100. ऑप्शन सी अच्छे ए पर्सन्स क्रिएटिविटी एंड सोशल स्किल्स. ऑप्शन डी अच्छे द टोटल नंबर ऑफ करेक्ट आंसर्स ऑन एन इंटेलिजेंस टेस्ट. आर आंसर ऑफ ऑप्शन नंबर बी, द रेशियो ऑफ मेंटल एज टू क्रोनोलॉजिकल एज मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 100. तापर देखिबा 89 नंबर क्वेश्चन, व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज नॉट ए कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ ए गुड इंटेलिजेंस टेस्ट. ऑप्शन अच्छे रिलायबिलिटी, वैलिडिटी, कल्चरल बायस, स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन. आर आंसर ऑफ ऑप्शन नंबर सी, कल्चरल बायस. A good intelligence test should be reliable, valid, and standardized. Cultural bias can lead an unfair advantages for certain groups, so good test aim to minimize it. तापर 90 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा, व्हाट इज द मेन क्रिटिसिज्म ऑफ इंटेलिजेंस टेस्ट. ऑप्शन अच्छे दे आर टू इजी टू पास, they only measure one type of intelligence, they predict success in all areas of life, they are used only for academic purposes. Our answer of option number B, they only measure one type of intelligence. Traditional intelligence tests primarily measure logical, mathematical, and linguistic intelligence while ignoring other aspects like emotional intelligence, creativity, and social skills. Theories like Gardner's multiple intelligence challenge this narrow view. तापर 91 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा, व्हाट इज द मेन डिफरेंस बिटवीन इंडिविजुअल एंड ग्रुप इंटेलिजेंस टेस्ट. ऑप्शन अच्छे इंडिविजुअल टेस्ट आर इजियर देन ग्रुप टेस्ट. इंडिविजुअल टेस्ट आर एडमिनिस्ट्रेड to one person at a time, while group tests are given to multiple persons simultaneously. Group tests measure personality while individual tests measure intelligence. Individual tests do not require an examiner while group tests do. Our answer of option number B. Individual tests are administered to one person at a time while group tests are given to multiple people simultaneously. Individual intelligence tests such as the Stanford Binet test require one-on-one interaction with an examiner, allowing for detailed observation. Group intelligence tests like the Raven's progressive matrix can be given to many people at once and are often used in schools and workplaces. ତାପରେ 92 number question, which of the following is an example of an individual intelligence test? Option H is Stanford Binet intelligence scale, Raven's progressive matrix, Army alpha test, Otis Llewellyn School Ability Test. Our answer of option number A, Stanford Binet Intelligence Scale. The Stanford Binet Intelligence Scale is an individual test where an examiner interacts directly with the test maker to assess different cognitive abilities. The Raven's Progressive Matrix, Army Alpha Test, the Otis Llewellyn test are examples of group intelligence test. तापर 93 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा, व्हाट इज ए की फीचर ऑफ वर्बल इंटेलिजेंस टेस्ट? ऑप्शन अछि दे रिक्वायर प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग विथ विजुअल पैटर्न्स, दे इन्वॉल्व आंसरिंग क्वेश्चंस यूजिंग लैंग्वेज बेस्ड रीजनिंग, दे मेजर ओनली मैथमेटिकल एबिलिटी, दे डू नॉट रिक्वायर एनी instructions. Our answer of option number B, they involve answering questions using language based reasoning. Verbal intelligence tests assess abilities such as reading comprehension, vocabulary, and logical reasoning using written or spoken language. Examples include the Wechsler Adult Intelligence Scale, Verbal Subtest, and the Stanford Binet Verbal Test. तापर 94 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा, which of the following is an example of a non-verbal intelligence test? ऑप्शन अछि Wechsler's Verbal Comprehension Test, Stanford Binet Intelligence Scale, Raven's Progressive Matrix, Miller Analogies Test. Our answer of option number C, Raven's Progressive Matrix. Non-verbal intelligence test assess cognitive ability without relying on language. Raven's Progressive Matrix use visual patterns and figures to test reasoning, making them useful for people with language barriers or communication difficulties. तापर 95 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा, परफॉर्मेंस टेस्ट आर प्राइमरीली डिजाइंड टू मेजर. ऑप्शन अछि लैंग्वेज प्रोफिशिएंसी, प्रैक्टिकल प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग एबिलिटी यूजिंग हैंड्स ऑन टास्क, ओनली मैथमेटिकल रीजनिंग, पर्सनालिटी ट्रेट्स. आर आंसर ऑफ ऑप्शन नंबर बी, प्रैक्टिकल प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग एबिलिटी यूजिंग हैंड्स ऑन टास्क. परफॉर्मेंस टेस्ट इवैल्यूएट intelligence by requiring individuals to perform tasks that involve manipulating objects, completing puzzles, or arranging sequences. These tests reduce the influence of language and cultural differences, making them fairer for diverse population. Examples include the Coase block design test and the picture arrangement test. तापर 96 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा, व्हाट डू इंडिविजुअल डिफरेंसेस रेफर्स टू? ऑप्शन अछि द वेज इन व्हिच ऑल ह्यूमंस आर एक्जैक्टली द सेम, द वेरिएशंस अमंग इंडिविजुअल्स इन कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स सच एज इंटेलिजेंस, पर्सनालिटी एंड बिहेवियर, differences between humans and animals, the ability of all individuals to learn at the same place. Our answer of option number B, the variations among individuals in characteristics such as intelligence, personality, and behavior. Individual differences refers to the unique variations in cognitive abilities, personality traits, learning styles, and behaviors among people. These differences are influenced by genetics, environment, and experiences. तापर 97 number question, which factor is not a major cause of individual differences? Option A heredity, environment, cultural background, identical schooling for everyone. Our answer of option number D, identical schooling for everyone. While heredity, environment, and culture play a significant role in shaping individual differences. Identical schooling does not eliminate these differences as learning style and abilities vary among individuals. तापर 18 number question, which psychological theory emphasizes that individual differences are largely influenced by genetics? Option अच्छी behaviorism, psychoanalytic theory, hereditarianism, social learning theory. Our answer of option number C, hereditarianism. Hereditarianism is the belief that intelligence, personality, and other traits are primarily determined by genetics. However, modern psychology recognizes the role of both heredity and environment in shaping individual differences. तापर 19 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा, हाउ डू इंडिविजुअल डिफरेंसेस इम्पैक्ट लर्निंग इन द क्लासरूम? ऑप्शन अच्छी एवरी स्टूडेंट लर्न्स इन द सेम वे, teachers need to adopt different teaching methods to accommodate diverse learners, students do not have any personal learning performance preferences, all students should be given the same instruction and assessment. Our answer of option number B, teachers need to adopt different teaching methods to accommodate diverse learners. Since students have different learning styles, intelligence levels, and backgrounds, teachers must use various instructional strategies such as visual, auditory, and kinesthetic methods to meet the needs of all learners. तापर 100 नंबर क्वेश्चन देखिबा, which of the following is an example of an individual difference in personality? ऑप्शन ने अछि all people have the same interest and hobbies, some people are extroverts while others are introverts, intelligence levels are always identical in a group, people always behave in the same way in different situations. Our answer of option number B, some people are extrovert while others are introvert. Personality traits such as introversion and extroversion and introversion are examples of individual differences. These traits influence how people interact with others and respond to social situations. आज वीडियो रे एति क्वेश्चन आंसर डिस्कशन करिबा. नेक्स्ट वीडियो देखिया व्हाट इज क्रिएटिविटी. जदि वीडियो भल लागुचे लाइक करंतु और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करंतु. थैंक्स फॉर वाचिंग.